Few films capture the essence of holiday whimsy quite like Elf, the 2003 Jon Favreau-directed gem that transformed Will Ferrell into a cultural icon and maple syrup into a comedic elixir. With its $33 million budget ballooning into over $220 million at the box office, Elf didn't just entertain. It endured, becoming a perennial favorite that unwraps joy year after year. Ferrell's portrayal of Buddy the Elf, the human-raised elf with a penchant for candy canes and chaos, marked his post-Saturday Night Live debut, a leap from sketch comedy to silver screen stardom. From animated narwhals in the North Pole to tights-clad romps through New York City, the movie's blend of slapstick, sentiment and stop-motion charm has bewitched generations. But beneath the swirly-twirly gumdrops lies a treasure trove of behind-the-scenes lore, from near misses with A-list casting to Ferrell's sugar-fueled sacrifices. As we journey through the candy cane forest once more, these 20 secrets reveal how Elf was forged in creativity, compromise, and a dash of Christmas courage. The script's origins stretch back to 1993, penned with Jim Carrey in mind as the wide-eyed Buddy. Envisioned as a darker, more sardonic tale, it languished for a decade before Favreau's rewrite sweetened it into PG family fare. Carrey, fresh off Ace Ventura, dodged a bullet, or perhaps a syrupy fate, that gifted the role to Ferrell, whose manic energy turned potential grimness into glee. Favreau, initially uninterested in the brooding draft, saw gold in pairing his vision with Ferrell's unbridled enthusiasm, transforming a darker character into the optimistic oaf we adore. Buddy's iconic ensemble, a nod to the elves of 1964's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, was no small feat. Costume designer Laura Jean Shannon wrestled with Ferrell's 6'3" frame, ensuring the tights, codpiece and curly-toed boots struck absurd and adorable without veering into caricature. Fittings were marathon sessions, balancing whimsy with wearability, as Ferrell bravely donned the outfit that would cause real-world mayhem. Filming on New York streets, his yellow-clad figure sparked fender benders in the Lincoln Tunnel and on the 59th Street Bridge, screeches of tires and smashed lights as drivers gawked at the puppet-like intruder. People would be looking at him walking on the side, Favreau recalled, turning urban chaos into inadvertent promotion. Ferrell's commitment extended to the gut, literally. Buddy's all-sugar diet, spaghetti slathered in maple syrup, cotton balls mistaken for snow, was no green screen trick. Ferrell consumed it all, ingesting a lot of sugar while skimping on sleep. Anything for the movie, he quipped, though the crash came hard, fueling his hyperactive performance. That infamous 12-second burp at the Hobbs dinner table? Not Ferrell's. Veteran voice artist Maurice LaMarche of Pinky and the Brain fame belched it to perfection, a auditory Easter egg for animation aficionados. In the doctor's office, Buddy's cotton ball binge used undyed cotton candy, a clever hack that kept the scene's sweetness authentic without dental disaster. James Caan's Walter Hobbs brought gruff realism, but off-camera, he was genuinely flummoxed by Ferrell's antics. In between setups he'd be like, "I don't get you. You're not funny," Ferrell shared on the Messy podcast, channeling Caan's deadpan frustration into gold. "He's truly annoyed with me," Ferrell laughed, noting how their oil and water dynamic amplified the on-screen tension. Caan, a Hollywood veteran, didn't need to feign irritation. Ferrell's relentless Buddy energy drove him to distraction, creating magic through mutual exasperation. Favreau's old-school aesthetic shunned CGI excess, opting for motion control models, matte paintings and stop-motion that evoked timeless toymaker craft. "I like the flaws," he told Rolling Stone, fighting for practical effects that lent Elf a handmade heirloom feel. The North Pole's forced perspective tricked the eye, making 5'8" Bob Newhart's Papa Elf tower over 6'3" Ferrell via dual sets, one scaled up for illusion. "If you look closely you can see the two sets meet," Favreau admitted, embracing imperfections over digital polish. Souvenirs like a 4.5-foot Louisville Slugger bat from the Elf workshop now adorn his office, relics of a production that prioritized tactility. The department store showdown nearly unfolded at Macy's, but execs nixed Buddy's fake Santa rant to preserve their jolly image. Relocating to a Vancouver mental hospital's cafeteria, rechristened Gimbals after Miracle on 34th Street's rival, allowed unbridled mischief. Artie Lang's Santa brawl with Buddy was one-take pandemonium, the set's weeks of decoration demolished in seconds. "Just go nuts," Favreau urged, capturing Lang's wild swings and Ferrell's elastic dodges in a single destructive burst. Zooey Deschanel's Jovi was tailored to her cabaret talents. Producers scrapped a skateboarding subplot for the shower serenade of Baby, It's Cold Outside, a warm reveal of her hidden depths. "They knew that I was a singer," Deschanel reflected, her folkish croon melting Buddy's heart and audiences alike. Ferrell's ad-libs pepper the script. You smell like beef and cheese, to Ming the Merciless. You sit on a throne of lies, to the naughtyless Santa, born of on-the-fly inspiration that Favreau wisely kept. Favreau's multi-hyphenate touch shines in cameos. The pediatrician confirming Buddy's paternity and the narwhal's wistful, "By Buddy, hope you find your dad." Both his voice a directorial wink. Post-Elf sequel talks fizzled despite a $29 million lure for Ferrell, who balked at the did-it-for-the-money backlash. It wasn't difficult at all, he told The Guardian, prioritizing legacy over lucre. Khan blamed Ferrell-Favreau friction. Will wanted to do it but he didn't want the director, spilling on Cleveland radio, quashing franchise dreams but preserving the original's purity. No cinematic sequel graces stockings, but Elf. The musical arrived in 2010, Broadway-bound through 2013 with a 2024 revival, then West End triumphs in 2015, 2022, 2023 and 2025. Buddy's spirit lives on stage, tights and all, proving Elf's cheer is evergreen. These secrets peel back Elf's layers, revealing a production as heartfelt as its hero. From Carrie's dodged destiny to Ferrell's syrupy stamina, it's a holiday miracle of mishaps turned masterpieces, reminding us that the best gifts come wrapped in imperfection and infinite rewatchability.